I feel like this is good. So if this is good, we're gonna clock what my granny said. So hello, hi, my name is Bianca Rocks. Get ready with me to go to bed while we have a little chat. My hair is giving Megamind right now. My hair is growing like an intense amount and it's like growing so fast, and it's low-key kind of awesome because like it's like bald. To see this much growth, my hair is literally so long to me, and it's like this is amazing and it's growing so fast and I'm so excited. And like it kind of feels like a representation for like where I'm at in my life right now and all the growth that I'm going through. I have a Scorpio moon, so I'm very much always in this transformative state, like mentally. Like I'm always going through these different like emotional phases that kind of like, it's like a death and a rebirth emotionally, which turns out like physically. It's a whole fucking thing. I'm no stranger to personal growth. It is just that right now, as of this moment in time, I am moving through this growth with such speed. It is kind of baffling. I feel like I really have to thank my throat chakra for bringing me to this point, because I am constantly affirming the reality that I live in. With me working on my throat chakra, it's like so much more intense and powerful. Like the words that I speak, like when I affirm something, dog, I affirm something and it is real, tangible in my reality. So that's really helping me move through things with so much speed, so much force right now. And it's not, I wouldn't even say it's force, it's like a river. And it's really just like, I'm really just flowing through this shit. And it is beautiful and I love it. I'm so fortunate to have grown up in a household. Like I grew up like in a Christian household. And one thing that I really learned from them was growing up, I was like so bad at reading. I didn't have any friends either. And I would always tell my family, I was like, I'm bad at reading. I don't have any friends. No one likes me. Like, as a kid, it was just like something I would just say all the time. Like, no, I don't want to go to school. No one likes me. I'm terrible at school. And it was just something that like I would consistently say to myself. And I remember one day my grandma like pulled me into her room and was like, don't say that. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's true. Like, I'm bad at reading. I don't have any friends. No one likes me. They all think I'm weird. And she was like, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. What you say is what happens. You speak it into existence. And at the moment in time, like I didn't really get it. I was like, what do you mean I speak it into existence? It is already existing, so therefore I am speaking it. Now, at my grown adult age, as I dive deep into the metaphysical realm and understanding of how the workings of the universe work, I'm able to realize that Grams cooked. When she pulled me into that room and she was like, you speak it into existence, clock it. I don't know what that means. I'm not on social media enough to know enough what that means, but I feel like this is good. So if this is good, we're gonna clock what my granny said. So having that and like taking that and kind of developing it into my own life. Like, now I was 17, I had my first like really good job. I was making really good money, and my uncle, he would always be like, Bubba's rich, and like I was like, you're so silly. Like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm just a little guy, you know. And in some point in time, like he was messing around with me, and he was like, Bubba's gonna take care of it. Bubba's rich. And I was like, yeah, I am. And like I just kind of kept going with it. Like I was just going with it. Eventually it started to like click to me. Like I was always very uptight with my finances. It was like I needed to know where my money was going, when it was going, and it's a great habit to have, you know, but it was kind of like borderline like obsessive. Like I needed more, I craved more. At one point in time, throughout like my uncle's like kind of just like silly goosiness, my whole mental of finances kind of shifted from a place of lack, which is why I was so much clenching to this money, to these finances, to a place of overabundance, to the point to where like I would order DoorDash, and he would be like, okay, Bubba's rich, and I'd be like, yeah, what you want to eat? And I'd like get people food, like get the fam food and stuff. For me to come from a place of where like my mom would literally ask me like, you got gas money? And I'm like, no, I don't got gas money. What are you talking about? I'm broke. To go from that to like a place of like, don't even worry about it. Actually, do you need me to pay the phone bill this month? I got you. Don't even worry about it. From a place, like from a mental place of lack to a mental place of abundance, kind of just out of like a silly goosey, like pretend state. Like I was literally just pretending, you guys. I was literally just pretending, messing around with my uncle, thinking it was like funny, you know? And it was like something that was like real, tangible, and it became that. Like I started to reprogram my mind and my idea around my own finances to where I was abundant. Like I felt abundant. I lost that. Like I lost that that whole like mental mindset and like shifting throughout affirmations a while ago, and I'm just now like bringing it back into fruition into my life, and I'm seeing the results of it like right now. Currently, I'm in the in-between. I'm in the in-between. I'm shifting from lack to abundance. So I'm like having to police my thoughts from lack to abundance, even though I'm in the middle. So as we're in this car going to Sam's, I'm like crunching numbers in my mind. I'm like, okay, cool, I gotta get the Sam's card. That's gonna be like $50. I gotta get food, this, that, and the other. You know, I write a short list of what I know I'll be able to afford, plus the Sam's Club membership, right? And as I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll have enough. And I say that, right? And my uncle's like, what are you getting? So I tell him what I'm getting, and he's like, oh, you'll be fine. I start to think even more about it, and I'm like, am I really gonna be fine? Am I really gonna be fine? And then there's this small voice in the back of my head that says, I have more than enough money to get all the things that I require. Where does affirmation come from, you guys? Where? Like, you know what, Unc, you right. I got more than enough money. Tell me why. We get to Sam's, and we're standing in line, and I'm like, okay, $50 Sam's Club membership. That means I got like a good like 40 bucks to spend on food. $40 in Sam's is not shit. You got like two things. That's literally about it. I'm like, damn, dog, like don't even trip. I got more than enough money. Like after I said that, it was ingrained in my mind. Like I knew that I had more than enough. So I'm like, okay, $50. What can I do to affirm to myself in this physical reality that I have more than enough money to get what I need? So as we're in line waiting for me to get like my Sam's Club membership, I go online and I'm like, let me see if I can find some coupons, because $50 for a membership is kind of pushing it, y'all. Like I'm not, like that's doing too much. So I'm like searching online, and I'm like, oh, pause, because I can sign up online for $25. That is exactly what I did. I signed up online for $25, and I had more than enough money to get my groceries that day. Yeah, I got a piece of pizza. Yeah, that's on like mental shifts and affirmations. I have also been like just affirming so much in this reality that it's like, it's here. Cheers. Affirming yourself is such a tier way to shift your mentality, and in doing so, change the reality that you live in. You have to be really aware of who you are affirming yourself around. Like I said in some videos ago, when you bring an internal to the external, sometimes that external comes back to your internal in ways that affects your internal in a negative way. For example, let's just take the whole Sam's Club situation. So imagine if I was in the car with my Uncle Ray, and I was like, dog, I don't think I'm gonna have enough money. And he's like, nah, you're fine. And then I tell him what I'm gonna get, and he's like, I guess. Like, he doesn't say, like, nah, you're not gonna have enough, but he doesn't say, yes, you're gonna have more than enough. The energy says enough than it needs to say. Taking that external input and putting it in, it warps the whole process. No longer able to affirm to myself with such ease that I do have more than enough. When you are doing this and when you are affirming to other people in your life to kind of not necessarily get that feedback, but to get that external output, you have to be really mindful of whom you do that around, because sometimes that external input will not do you justice. I remember back when I was in that, like, and I shifted into that mindset of abundance when I was so young, I ended up like mentioning it to someone that I was like fairly close with, and I was like, yeah, I'm rich, dude. Like, I feel so rich. Like, everything is just working out for me. Like, I'm like just affirming my reality. And he shut me down. He's like, no, you're not. You're broke. Like, do you see where you live? Duh, I see where I'm living. Like, I'm still in the fucking hood right now, but that's not stopping me from shifting that mental reality. All of it starts in the mental. And if you can convince yourself that you are in a better position than other people perceive you to be, then that is all you need. All you truly need is your mind. Your mind is such a powerful tool. It is the most powerful thing that you could ever use. When you're able to tap in and to unlock those points in your mind, it's like really opens you up. It's why shadow work is so deeply important. A lot of the times we end up adding like these different layers of expectations or like traumas that end up disconnecting ourselves from being able to even achieve these things. Like, so many subconscious blockages, like rooted in self-sabotage and things like that, that prevent us from even succeeding. Say you are to that point in your life when you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to be able to affirm this into my reality. Psych, you're not able to affirm your abundance into your reality because you got a money block from when you were a kid and you saw your mom struggling to pay bills all the time. Now your whole root chakra is fucked up. So you're steadily trying to affirm these things into your reality, but you haven't even gone back and done the work to have the foundation to affirm these things into your reality. Foundation is so rocky. You don't even have a foundation. You're building a house in midair, and every time you place a block, it's falling down. Like, you're in Minecraft. You can't build a house in the air with sand. This is what you're doing. This is why shadow work is so deeply important. You have to go back. You have to go back and you have to confront those uncomfortable aspects of yourself in order to grow, in order to get anywhere. Yeah, you can sit here and affirm the reality that you want all day. You can listen to the subliminals that you want all day. But if you have not gone back and done the root work and figured out the root cause and worked yourself through that uncomfortable truth, your foundation will constantly be rocky. You will have points in time where you're like, yes, you know, I'm getting there, I'm succeeding, I'm going through it, and then you will get triggered. You will get triggered and have to start all the way back over. But the reason that you got triggered in the first place is because you refuse to confront the deep-seated truths that make you so deeply uncomfortable. It is why Pluto, Scorpio, and Saturn happen to be my 3 favorite astrological things. Because there's discipline, there is death and rebirth, and there is uncomfortable truths. And that is what you need to succeed in this life. You need absolutely nothing else but true, raw honesty with yourself. And once you have that, no one can take your power away, because you know yourself more than anyone else in this entire universe. And that is true power. And once you have mastered that, you have mastered your own reality. I cooked, let it simmer, I'm finna go to sleep, y'all. Good night.